Hello everyone, how are we doing? I'm getting rid of that good morning, good afternoon thing because he definitely just took it from a film, so I'm not using it. How are we all? Good to hear. Anyway, shut up. I'm here with Jake Varley, I'm here with Ryan Eaglin, and I'm here with Matthew Bryady. How are we all doing, boys?
Who's Jake Varley?
Yeah.
Oh, sugar. It's Jesus Varley.
Thank you very much.
Today.
How are we all?
Really good.
I'm very well. Yeah.
Good. Glad to
Bride
hear.
is a bit under the weather. Apparently.
I'm ill.
You look it as well.
Yeah.
You look ropey.
I am ropey, mate. I've not been well at
Look
all.
at those wrinkles.
I don't-
Do you need some Botox?
mate, you look sick, man.
I think he's on about you with the wrinkles.
I don't have wrinkles, man.
That's yours.
It's
I
mad
think.
how wrinkly he is, and you still look older than him.
Yeah,
Because I am.
True, fair.
Yeah, but he's got a
Good
lot of
point.
pressure, Jesus, hasn't he?
Quite a few thousand years old. Thank you very much.
You don't know who his dad is.
I know exactly what my dad is.
Have you ever met him?
His dad is in heaven.
His dad is under the ground.
Right. So today we are going to do viewer confessions because you lovely buggers have sent loads into us. Some are shit, I'm not going to lie to you. But we're going to go through them all and we're going to see if we are forgiven by the Lord himself over
If
there.
you don't know what the confessions thing is, it's a load of bollocks.
Yep.
That was in one of our, what was it? Was it in the first Route 66 vlog?
Yeah, it was in RV.
And it just went from then. And then you can also see it on the Euro trips that we did, and also a little bit on the Route 69
Hey.
trip. That was a spicy confession, extra hot.
I see that one, not it, Matthew.
Before we get into this, what's been your favourite confession?
Ooh,
That one.
Yeah, that one.
God, that
Yeah.
was so funny.
God.
Like,
I know I wasn't there.
I struggled to like compose myself listening to that.
You know what? The whole of that confession was good.
Yeah, from start
was
to finish.
Very good.
My favourite.
Dan being by was a great
Yeah,
confession.
that
Yeah.
was a nice one.
Yeah.
Not really a confession.
Well, yeah,
But-
but you know.
No,
Yeah.
it was hilarious though.
It was.
I know.
Because, like,
just-
because-
it's like, oh, hiya. You sucked a dick.
What was great is like that was your confession, and you know it was a kind of a bit of a monumentous like occasion for you coming out at that situation. And I obviously wasn't there, so I never found out then. I found out a bit
Yeah,
afterwards.
it was great, wasn't it?
How did you find out?
So I found out.
Balls deep in your arsehole.
No, I found out.
He wishes.
There's something going on.
Surprise, surprise! Guess what we're all doing? We're all playing GTA.
Oh yeah.
And everyone had left, and like it was just me and Dan left on. And I was just about to go. Dan was like, "Oh, Jake, just before you go, I've told all the other boys, but I've just not told you yet." It was like, I'm bi, and I was like, "Oh,
Bye.
me too." I was like, "That's cool." He was like, I was like, "That's cool." He was like, "Well, yeah, obviously it's cool." I was like, "Yeah, no, I don't mean it in a bad way." I was like, "Cool, sick," and it was like, "Yeah." So I was like, "All right, okay,
Choc was the first person I told.
really."
Yeah. Oh, Choc's a good lad.
That means
I
you
love
wanted
Choc.
something.
Love him to bits.
Yeah.
I love Choc, man.
Hey, Choc, I'm bi. Just so
Do
you
you know
know.
what is a
horny and
confession?
bi.
A confession for me that kind of, I don't know. There's something about it when Rob was like, "I'm bi," and then he sat there waiting for a response, and
What do you
because
think he is?
none of you gave him the response he wanted, like what I got, he immediately turned it round and was like, "I'm just joking." But to me, it was so unbelievable how he was saying it.
He
Like,
loves being a pussy. I mean,
Yeah.
pussy. He's fine. Mine is when I shat on your drive.
That was, you know what? Would you believe that one wasn't my favourite?
yeah, no,
God, that
I've
was
changed mine.
And if
to that one.
if you want to hear more about that confession about Bride, if you want to hear more about why Bride is shut on my drive, make sure you watch the Route 66 movie.
Yep.
That was a weird way of saying it.
I didn't know what it was. Yeah,
Right then.
That's him.
we're getting good
thinking
at
of his
this.
sentence.
We're getting good at this podcast stuff, aren't we? It's all these little segues. But first, watch this.
The Beatles haven't started. The thing's securely on the floor.
All right. Right. So, shall we get cracking with some confessions?
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
going to lie to you. To start with, there's some shit ones.
We sent out a Google form to
originally.
We
send them somewhere.
We just DM us. No, we set up a Google form and people have replied anonymously, so we don't know who said what. But you're going to get judged all the same, and we're going to look for clues because we know you pretty well, some of you.
They think it's anonymous, but if you were signed into your we got your details.
Yeah, this one here says Jamie Graham at something. So, the first one, what would you like to be forgiven for? Number one, being gay. You don't need to be forgiven for that, dickhead.
No, that one's fine.
Yeah, get fucked. Don't like that one.
This just in. Jesus says being gay is A-okay.
No problemo.
Excellent.
So you're saying the Christians have been lying?
Mate, I've read the book and it
Didn't you write
doesn't
it?
say.
Good book.
Yeah, it's all right. It's,
Yeah.
you know, it's a page turner.
Yeah.
I've read better ones though.
Yeah.
It says if a man
Can't wait for
lies
a
with another man, he'll be stoned. And Dan's always stoned.
True.
And he doesn't even lay down when he's shagging boys. So
True, and I don't
He
lie.
hangs his head off the end of the bed.
Not my head.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
No
great.
problem.
First
Next.
confession. Next.
you know,
Um,
you know what I was thinking the other day. I was thinking I should reach out to a sponsor for this podcast. Maybe not.
Maybe we just need Y-Food to come on podcast.
They're fine with everything, man.
Yeah,
I
they
love
love it.
Y food.
Yeah, they're good.
I was thinking like, oh, what a better help saying. I keep seeing them a lot. They should sponsor this podcast, and then we're gonna drop this. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Can't
They were
trust this
sponsors.
Jesus.
Right, the next one. Dan's stupid fucking Isium jabs shana shaven. They're just a load of
He's
bollocks.
speaking in tongues.
So I'm going to confess right now.
That was you.
I put that just as a test.
Oh, good news, because the next one is from me. It says, shagging the sweaty gap between Jake Varley's mum's tits. Sorry, Fiona.
I don't forgive for that one.
I think you should forgive him.
No,
for
I
it.
do not forgive for that one.
I do think you should forgive him.
You know what?
I-
That's on the same level as being gay. Don't need forgiveness.
But
Next.
he's just trying to help you out, man, because mum's lonely and that.
She ain't lonely.
Next,
Yeah, next.
liking pop punk.
Jesus,
Yeah.
you're the one forgiving.
Yes,
Why
I
don't
know.
you fuck off?
I'm just hurrying this along a little bit.
You got access to the
this
confessions.
I tried. You all spoke over me. In this circle, I'm the priest. All right, bitch.
This is a. I didn't realize circles had 4 sides.
Well, you're one. This is more of a triangle, so 3 sides.
There's only one square in this frame.
And he's over there.
God help.
Right, the next. Oh no, liking pop punk. Pop punk.
Pop punk.
cunt. Oh, why are we giddy? Liking pop punk.
It's fine.
Oh,
it's
wrong
fine.
with that.
It's fine.
Nah, it's fine.
Do you forgive him, Jake?
Yeah, it's
All
fine.
right then.
Just if you
Is
like
there any good
it,
confessions here?
They're shite at the minute. aren't they?
just don't
Please.
like-
So
with it. There's some
next
good ones
one,
coming.
seeing TPD at Leeds during the 1975 set, but not saying hi and letting them live in the moment.
Oh.
That's not a confession. That's just bloody lovely of you. Thank you.
That's you
Bloody
could have come
lovely.
over and said hello, but you would have got screamed at.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, just pick your time. Like, we're happy to say hello to most people.
but it is lovely that you saw that and you didn't think.
thought about that.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. Thank you.
Just if you see Jake, just come and say hello to Jake. He's always
Yeah.
happy to meet and
Slide
greet
in DMs
people.
with Jake. He loves it.
Yeah, he really
Yeah.
does.
Jake's
Right.
actually really good at like. Never mind. Never mind. I won't do that to him, man. I won't do it.
Mate.
Right. So do we forgive him?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I
Alright.
respect
There we
it.
go.
So,
This is good.
right, we're starting with the bigger ones now. So, forgive me, Daddy, for I have sinned. You're going to God, not me. I'm a
He's the father.
Still daddy.
I'm a prolific novelty masturbator. I started tugging the slug in various noteworthy places about a decade ago, ranging from bosses' offices to major historical landmarks. Some personal highlights: the top of the UFO bridge in Bratislava, Bran Castle in Transylvania, and the Sistine Chapel in the Vatican. I do it purely because I know I'll find it funny in the future. There's nothing particularly exciting about the act itself. It's usually a bit of a chore, in all honesty. I just love the idea of laying on my deathbed, knowing I cracked one out in Dracula's castle, and there's no he can do about it. If you could find it in your heart to cleanse my soul, and maybe my palms, of my sins, I can die in peace, giggling at my past thrills. Keep up the great work. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Do you know what, Danny?
I was with you.
I forgive you.
It's funny you should say that, right? I've not wanked in these places, but I've been a prolific novelty masturbator. I used to wank just in some, like, I wanked on an airplane because I've never done it before. So I wanked
Yeah,
on
you
a
are.
train because I've never done it before.
Yeah, you are.
Did it in a graveyard because I've never done it before.
I've done it on M62 in back of a bus.
What, in the toilet?
What?
Yeah, yeah.
On coach?
Yeah.
Yep, been there.
Oh, who went
So-
after first then?
All up,
There's a free
like,
confession for you.
Same time.
I used to have a paper round, and there was a ginnel at side of allotment, or if you chock, a ginnel, at side of allotment, and I had a wank down there because it was middle of morning, like 6 in the morning, not middle, and no one were about, so I boshed it because, why not? But yeah, right, God, are they forgiven?
I mean, we all have these urges every now and again, don't we?
Yeah.
So,
Quite regularly.
and you know what? We all like making memories. So
I respect it when they said just because it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will have to.
100%
I will
get
have to
that.
bring up the fact they did it in the Sistine Chapel.
I think.
I mean,
that
It's not
it
the
seems a
first
bit-
person.
I mean, for
where in the
myself.
Sistine Chapel?
I don't think we can condone it,
We can't condone it.
because what if they get caught?
Well,
that's-
they
that's-
turn around and was like, "Well, God said it was fine."
And then they'd look at the video and realise it's Jake Valley in a fucking dress.
Not just that. but-
Whoa, come on, breaking the fourth
come
wall.
on, man.
Jeez.
I'm sorry, but God don't drink AU vodka from Wig
God
Wags.
does drink ladies and gentlemen.
He drinks Holy Communion water.
I'll
that's
tell you
turned
what,
into
I'm
wine.
never like Hazard.
Yeah. I got slagged off because I wanted AU vodka at last Leeds Fest and couldn't get any. Now everybody's drinking it.
Shouldn't you be drinking this anyway?
Do you know what? I would really like to drink
A
this red
communion.
wine. However, I don't have a bottle opener.
Where,
So,
Use
where'd you
your
get
teeth.
that from?
I think my uncle gave me it for Christmas.
It's expensive,
Wow.
you know. Google it.
Your
Yeah,
uncle
Google
loves you.
it.
Get in.
Yeah, I think with this person, they just need to be careful about not getting caught.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that really doesn't look good, and you might end up on some register.
Yeah.
And it jeopardizes a lot. And yeah, it might be funny when you're not caught, but when you are caught, it ain't a laugh, I reckon.
No.
What do you think, Raz? In a man that's been in similar situations.
What similar
Oh.
situation have I been in?
Well,
Oh, you
being,
said you've not
been
novelty
added to a register. Can you comment further?
My lawyers.
He's pleading the fifth.
Well, I'm going to take the word from our priests here, and yeah. maybe-
I'm not a priest.
This is your angel and your demon.
Oh, sorry.
Where are you? Where are
Which
your
one-
advisors?
Which one are you?
I'm the devil.
All right. Weirdly enough, I'm going to side with the devil this time round.
Yep, there we go.
Right. Next one, short one. I once took a shit in Morrison's car park. Sounds like something you do.
I did put that one in, yeah.
When you, when you
What
need to
me?
go, you need to go.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing it on purpose, it's a bit weird. But
Yeah, if you go out with the intent,
yeah,
leave your perfect good porcelain.
You know what? It's all about context and intent.
Mhm.
Was the intent to shit there? Was the context, you know?
yeah. Did you take toilet roll with you knowing this was going to happen, or did you get caught short?
Oh, nasty.
So, God, what do we think?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
Happy days.
Forgiven him.
Yeah, forgive it.
Yeah, forgive him. Right, next. Hi, TPD. I have a slightly guilty but funny confession. The year's 2019. I was a freshly turned...
No, it's not.
Shut up. I was a freshly turned 18-year-old and had been invited round to my best mate's cousin's housewarming. After a few hours passing and a fair few drinks consumed, I found myself having a bit of a back and forth flirting with said friend's cousin. At the time, this was great, as I was young, and she was 28. I couldn't quite believe it, as I'd always joked about how fit she was, and everyone else had left. So we proceeded to make out and fell asleep together.
Oh.
To the day, we haven't discussed it, despite seeing each other quite frequently in a social setting. I obviously haven't told my best mate, and even if I told my other mates, I doubt they'd believe me. Hopefully forgiveness can be granted. And then they just suck our cock a bit and saying how much love us.
What a G, man.
I think, I think that's fine.
What's the confession? Is it?
Yeah.
That's a brag.
He's just
Yeah.
saying he's tongued his best
Yeah.
friend's cousin.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Who's a
that's
slightly mature. Yeah, you know what? Depending on your age, that might be a bit risky for her.
Yeah.
But, yeah, fair play to
But
you.
that's her
Yeah,
taking it on, not you.
because to be fair, he had freshly turned 18, so
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's a little. She
But that's-
should have
but-
known better.
Yeah, she should have done, but it's not her confession.
Good point. Good point.
What do you think, Raz?
I think he's just bragging, man. Like
Yeah.
he's just gloating about it.
Yeah,
Where's
he
the-
done-
There's no way
no-
a fan
there's
of TPD is doing shit like that. We don't even do that.
Yeah, you're just like us, fucking nerds.
Hey, you might be.
I forgive
your
you
nose.
then, in which case, for
Yeah.
not telling your mates.
Right.
But honestly, I'd just tell your mates.
Yeah, they're probably not going to be asked that you got
No.
off with them. And
And especially like from 2019. Well, that's like 4 years ago now. They don't care.
yeah, you fell asleep together. You didn't shag her.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, frigid.
Very-
God. Man got to first base.
Right. Whoever you are, you're forgiven.
like Robert Leeds Fest that one year. I've kissed 3 birds.
Last Leeds
That-
first.
yeah. Right.
That was a joke.
I'm joking.
For the sake of
My lawyers have told me.
for For the sake of a lot, that was a joke. Please.
Right. On to the next. So, at Sonosphere 2011.
Oh, God, I bet that was fucking great.
Oh, great, that was good.
Lovely. I was desperate for a shit while we were at the Burger King near the site. After doing my business, I realised there was no toilet roll. So I thought quick and used my boxers to wipe up the mess as best I could. I didn't want to flush them and block the toilet. And I noticed a baseball cap someone had left in the cubicle. So I shoved my shitty undies under the cap. As I went back out, I saw a kid telling his mum he'd left his hat in the toilet and ran in to get it. It's not ended. I tried to just leave before he came running back out shouting, "Mummy, someone's pooed themselves on my hat." I went commando on the way back to the site. The burger was all right, 6 out of 10.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, that's fucking fantastic.
That's a good confession.
That's
that.
very good.
Yeah, I really like that confession. That's great.
Oh, I don't think there's any room for debate here, is there?
No.
That is someone panicking.
Yeah,
Right there, like,
Yeah.
because you know what, we've all done it. We've all
Yeah,
we've
Rob's
all
been caught
we-
short with This Time Last Year t-shirt. If you
Yeah.
haven't listened to
Yeah.
This Time Last Year, don't the shit.
Yeah, no point.
No point now either. Also, watch the download vlog.
Why no point now?
his band's over.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
We're starting a new band.
yeah.
Yeah.
Reborn, Reloaded,
Yeah, yeah.
Part 2.
Yeah.
Where was my invite?
We're going to take auditions soon.
Yeah, you can.
I've got the pipes.
No, we
The
need a
world class
You're-
vocalization.
You're managing the desk for the
you're
band.
a groupie.
You're
Right.
a front of house engineer.
Right. Anyway, Angel and Demon, they have come together and agreed.
You
God,
wish.
shut up. not the two fucking ugliest lads in my friendship circle.
Oh.
So, God, do you forgive them?
Just rude, man.
This guy sat next to me and he's saying, well, never mind.
What?
I forgive this lad. I'm not too sure about you at this moment in time. You are forgiven.
Good. Thank you very much. On to the next. So, I found out my girlfriend had an OnlyFans account. I've been there. I was uncomfortable with the idea of her showing other people her body on the internet for £8 a month. I asked her if she would consider removing her account. She declined. So I put an anonymous letter with the account, etc., in her parents' letterbox. They are very Catholic and obviously told her to remove it. Problem solved. Please forgive me. Now, can I just say, they have Catholic parents. They told her to remove it. This person got them to remove it for God. So take that into account when you're making your decision.
Yeah,
I'm going to take it into her OnlyFans account. Yeah, you're right.
oh, that is
Lovely.
Is there a link?
No.
Just to make sure it's definitely like.
Yeah. What about Internet Wayback Machine? That's got a thing on it.
Does that have the whole thing?
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
I don't think it'd get past that.
No, not.
Yeah.
Fucking paywalls there.
See, I've been there with an ex who had OnlyFans, and just it's nothing bad. Like if you're not liking them on it, then
You enjoyed it,
You have
didn't
to talk about it. Yeah, because I got loads of free porn.
Yeah.
Like this, like I got more than I ever would have done if we were just in a normal relationship. Because who sends that much stuff? Whereas I got everything for free.
I do understand it's a bit weird. Like if you're in a like he's in a proper relationship.
Yeah, I was in open.
Yeah, and like you wouldn't really want your bird to be
Exposing herself.
Yeah.
posting that shit. That's meant to just be like.
I
your
think it's
stuff.
that's an immediate break of trust
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you when
I wanna be
if,
careful 'cause I want
if you're
women to
hiding
feel
you're
comfortable
hiding
doing
that,
that, but-
then
Yeah.
like if you're upfront
That's a
about it, like within the first few dates and stuff like that, I get it's an awkward subject. But
Yeah.
yeah, you really should have been upfront about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you,
Because that's a boundary he may not want to have crossed.
yeah. Or if you're like at the start of a relationship and you find out she's already got one kind of thing,
Yeah, I mean-
then
Yeah,
that's
don't
what I'm
you
saying.
fucking judge
Kind
them.
of first date stuff. That's like.
Yeah.
So what do you do for a living?
Do you smash your pussy in with a dildo for
I'm
money?
I'm a plumber. Oh wow. Use you.
But no, it's like I hate that. I'd hate to put the ownership on like no, she needs to do what he's doing because that's not the way it works.
No.
Like but there needs to be an agreement. Like you can't go into a relationship him knowing she's got an OnlyFans and it's like right, I'm not happy with that. I want you to take it away. No, she had it before you. But if she started it up while you got together, while you were already together, and you made it known at that point that you didn't like it, and then she was like, "Don't give a fuck," then that's someone who's not really being nice to you. That's not a good
And
relationship.
it's also a case of like, if she's like that, she's well within her right to that. She can do technically whatever she wants,
Yeah.
but at the same time,
Yeah, literally.
And also,
maybe she's not for you then. In which case,
and speaking from experience, they do chat to those lads on OnlyFans, and they do get to know them. And one or two are quite normal lads. So, it's a tough one. That it's real.
But you know what? It's pretty good that he knew he was losing a battle there, so he pulled out his Uno card. And do you know what? Fair play to him.
Bit of a dick move, man. Just to negotiate a little bit more.
Yeah,
I'd say, like,
if it were me, I'd have just
obviously,
dumped her.
she's completely against it, and you're not comfortable. Then yeah,
There was no. I'll tell you what. There was no need for him to go over her head and go straight straight to senior management. There was no need
that's
for
a
that.
dick move.
CC and senior management when when you're not getting your way.
Well, no, he BCC'd him.
Yeah, fuck me. Yeah. So that's a dick move. But although, if to be fair, if you're not happy with I guess the paywall kind of covers it. But like, there's a saying that like, if you're not happy with your parents seeing that stuff here, then you shouldn't really be putting it on the internet.
Yeah,
but he's not. It's his bird.
No, that's what he means. If
she's happy with like the worst person ever seeing that, because it's public.
Yeah,
so you've got to be okay with literally everyone can see this if they pay for it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might end up in its own way to whoever, because it's fucking it's only a screenshot away.
Yeah. My ex was the same. She hid it from her parents because she was very scared that they'd
and you can't
judge her.
because
And
once something's on the internet, it's on the internet forever. As we know, right?
Would you be happy if your bird was on OnlyFans?
Absolutely not.
No.
No.
What
no.
about you, Mum?
No.
But this is like. But this is like, you're in a relationship, so it's something you talk about. It's like if she already had it to start with, he just won't get in a relationship with.
And I can see like the comments already. Like, that's what I'd be happy with. Like, well, first of all, shut up.
No. First of all, thank you for engaging.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing it naturally without being asked.
Yeah. That's
right. Okay. So, what are you thinking?
God, is it a tough one?
Do you know what? It kind of is with that last.
Right. Hang on. While you think.
It's a really tough one actually, because obviously on the one side we've all unanimously said we wouldn't really want our girlfriend to do that, but at the same time it's a bit of a dick move sending it to your parents. But
take your time.
But hurry up.
A or B, forgiven or not forgiven?
This is to get somebody.
You are
into
one
heaven.
question away.
I've got an answer. I've got an answer, Chris.
Oh, that's the wrong button.
I'm not going to forgive him.
Yeah, fuck you, whoever. The dick move.
Sorry.
OnlyFans is around.
Tune, man.
What?
You were supporting him 10 seconds ago.
No.
I'm
I don't give a fuck. It's
Right.
my podcast.
Do you know what?
We ain't even make friends, man.
Oh, right. You're not forgiven. Yeah, shut up. Next is...
Every day's a school day.
Yeah,
We can all grow.
Learn from it. I keep looking at the wrong camera. Those aren't even mine. So, the next one. I had sex in my brother's bed because I couldn't have sex at my house, religious parents, and the sheets got wet. So I had to leave it and hope it dried before they got home. So you pissed the bed?
Yeah, that's fine.
Was she a bit of a...
I don't know if is that a brag as well. Like,
Yeah.
she
That's
got
that,
the sheets wet. Like,
Did he say she got the sheets wet or he did?
There is no mention of
who?
genders.
The sheets.
Like,
Stop assuming people's genders.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's
Jake Varley's
male
sat
and a
there.
female and not...
Sorry, that was my mistake.
anything.
I apologise.
Could be a fish of them.
That's a...
Sam will not be happy.
What's the word? There's a phrase for that. The unconscious bias
Yeah.
of me assuming there.
Yeah.
It's me. I'm corporate boy.
He's done the island.
Don't ever. That's awful.
I think they should be forgiven. We've all kind of been there at some
Yeah.
point.
The right thing to do is obviously you can't fucking wash the sheets.
No.
But there'll be a hairdryer in that room, so you could at least like give it
Put a towel down.
Yeah, put a towel down,
Oh,
lay on towel, and the towel will absorb it.
Prevention is cheaper than the
thing
cure.
is, you always know the risk if you're going to do it in someone else's bed.
Yeah.
Like you already know what could
I
happen.
bet
So
you do.
But in all honesty, a little bit of love juice on bed, it's not the worst thing in the world, is it?
Oh, absolutely
Like,
No.
I'm sure you've made it happen in Rob's bed. The old super soaker.
Oh, you like little pistols?
Excuse me. I had one of those like big like pump it things.
Man's been introducing the old ladies to Makita.
Makita and Dewalt.
D-Walt's the
Anyway.
hormone.
Yeah, you kind of know. You kind of should expect something like that, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not the end of the world, so.
No, it's not.
But are they forgiven?
Yeah, you're forgiven, Mel.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So, next one. You're right.
Yeah, I just kind of had a glance at.
Well, don't.
Sorry.
Prick.
Don't tell Jesus what to do.
When it's my podcast, I get to say,
otherwise you'd be
Jesus,
seeing my
I
friend
will
a lot
turn you
more.
down.
Jesus won't come again.
Because I'll turn him down.
He will just present it with some young boys. Like,
Anyway, moving on quickly. So, next.
That's the priest.
Shut up. I once paid a hooker with a traveller's check that I didn't sign. When I got home from my trip, I called the bank and had the money refunded into my account.
Smart.
Do you know? I just want to draw attention to the fact that that sounds like an American. So
Hooker, yeah?
yeah. So it's like
Hi from
Yeah.
America.
Hiya.
Hi from America. We're not in America.
No, I'm saying they're from
no,
America.
but when we're there,
Oh,
by
yeah,
the
yeah.
time they see this, we might be in America.
True.
So.
Good point. Why would we be there?
It comes
Dunno.
out tomorrow.
Dunno. No, it won't. Because we got to mention.
You don't know where I'm going tomorrow.
What's it? Pod they don't upload on main channel days?
Because there's too much coming out on that.
Oh, thank fuck. That gives me a week to get a bit of a backlog.
There you go.
Yeah, the people. Yeah.
Oh, right, anyway, get back to this, you God. Do as you're told.
You just calling Jesus 30 seconds.
I don't give a fuck.
So
Call him-
but Jesus, God, same thing.
What I'm
Same
doing
thing.
is I'm trying to step away from Christian values and open it up to all religions with just the use
Yeah.
of the
I
word
think
God.
that's dangerous doing that.
that's really dangerous.
Just using the word God, opening it up to everybody.
This guy has some stupid ideas, man. When we were first talking about podcast ideas, sent me and Raz the list. One of the ideas was political views.
No, right, no. Hear me out on this.
Oh,
Just
God.
no.
Well, you should have
no.
heard him during Enter Shikari at Leeds Fest. Never mind doing a podcast on political views.
Fucking hell.
What?
What?
Anyway, hear me out on this, right? The political views thing was, if you could do one thing that would, what would it be that would stop every problem in the UK? Everything that's an
National
issue.
Cum Day.
So for me,
That's every day.
Everyone just has a big old cum,
my point was
and
that.
everyone can think straight.
Yeah. Good
Okay.
point.
So, but mine would have been make everything free. So you literally, the money is nothing anymore.
God, you
so you can have.
fucking leftist.
Shut up,
Oh,
you fuck.
communist.
I'm talking.
Communist.
I'm talking. Right, everything's free, but you still have to work. You still have to do your normal jobs. Your
Do you get
life
paid?
goes on. No, because everything's free. Why do you need money?
So then you just won't work.
You know what?
No, you
That's-
would, because if you don't work, you don't get anything for free.
That's the kind of society that like the right wing wants, where you just get a check every month for tiny.
No, but you
amount.
don't get a check.
No, but you kind of get a little amount.
No, but
and
there's
that's sent. But
no, you
like,
don't get a no. You,
Why would
anything
I work?
you could ever want.
There's a reason.
Ever.
There's a reason that we shouldn't talk about this stuff.
Thankfully, this isn't the political
Yeah.
podcast.
We're
This is
talking
the
about-
confessions podcast.
Back to our lovely American
back,
viewer
back
here
to
with
our
his hookers.
lovely hooker buy-in friend.
If you'd like to,
don't know why you're looking at me,
If
you're-
you'd like
you're
to
gone.
hear a podcast like that, leave a comment below.
Dan, I'll do it.
And
myself.
we still won't do it. We're definitely not going to do it. But you can leave a comment saying we should do it.
Dan,
I
I'll tell you what,
think-
Dan might do one, and he might put it on the pitch.
I wish you'd fucking do one.
That's a bit rude.
I know. Anyway, come on, God, get this sorted out.
What was the confession?
The hooker one with the check.
The hooker got paid with a traveller's check,
And
and,
then he-
and obviously
he made it bounce.
boing, just like
Like his
bootsy
tiny
boing,
little cock.
Boing, boing.
but doing.
God, come on, I'm feeling
I know.
ropey as
Me.
fuck.
Looking at it.
I mean, the thing is, you're already paying a hooker, which is, I'm assuming it's illegal in the first place. So, well, it depends.
Not-
It depends. Maybe.
Depends what state.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I suppose we don't know that full information.
it was Virginia.
But at the end of the day,
It was his Virginia.
she's done some work regardless of what it is,
Yeah.
and she hasn't got paid for it.
I'd be annoyed if I did some work and didn't get paid for it.
Yeah, but she shouldn't be taking traveller's checks.
No, she should know better.
Yeah,
who
should
the
use
fuck
red.
who takes a traveller's
That
check?
sounds like
that-
a
that-
cash-only business.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you could still do traveller's checks.
I didn't know checks were still a thing.
So actually, in my head, if she's taking traveller's checks, that means she's not kind of up to date with the current systems. That means she's quite old. So that means she's been in the business quite a while. So actually, she's probably got a backlog of she's probably already doing all right. She's doing it for fun. So she'll be all right.
Yeah, they do say prostitutes do it for fun.
Yeah, of course.
So you think,
They earn
so you
loads and
think
do it
'cause
for fun.
she's like bigger, like for example, like a bit. So you believe that you shouldn't have to pay a bigger corporation, for example, because they've got loads of money.
Yeah.
You can
Mate,
you can have your thing.
steal
for free.
from Tesco, not your corner shop.
What about Wakey Wines?
That's a corner shop.
Yeah, so
Oh,
So they're not millionaires.
I should have bought some Prime, shouldn't I, instead of fucking AU?
It's mad that people are still queuing up for that shit.
400 quid.
do you know what? I forgive.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's
That's
an
not a
easy.
problem.
Yeah.
It's a lesson for all that.
Yeah, it's a lesson for the hookers out
Because she
there.
won't
Don't
take another traveller's
checks.
check.
No.
Not
She'll learn.
because no one will ever fucking
We're saying,
present her with one.
we're saying she again. It just says hooker.
They took an L that day. They took an L that day.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And they took an L and they took a possible D.
So
Forgive us, the audience is like 70% male, I think,
how do you?
because of the stats.
I've looked at the
Ah,
analytics,
but
yeah.
is there a box for non-binary?
Because he's
Or-
checking.
There is.
or any-
There is.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
is
is.
there
it?
is.
Oh,
Yeah, there is. So if everyone can go and update the YouTube profile, so we've got some up-to-date stats, that'd be lovely.
Because then it won't show us on this nice spreadsheet that we've got here anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next one. I work at a well-known supermarket as a delivery driver,
That's
and
cool.
occasionally nick
Like
the odd
Ricardo.
pack of biscuits. Then would you shut the fuck up?
Sorry.
Talking over me. I'm gonna have to start again now. I work at a well-known supermarket as a delivery driver, and occasionally nick the odd pack of biscuits. Then just tell the customer they must be missing and put it down on the handset. It's the only thing I've ever stolen in my life, but I reckon I'm at least a tenner up in chocolate digestives currently. Kiss.
A weak choice of biscuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a shit choice of biscuit.
Like if that's
Yeah.
all you steal, like that's quite a good little
Surely
little,
they
like, thing
also
to
have
do that.
a record of what drivers are marking
Yeah,
stuff
it's a
down.
dangerous game, that.
Yeah.
And if you think about how much a pack of chocolate digestives costs, like
yeah,
how many
but
how many packs is he getting for a tenner? 5?
yeah, but they're also they work at a supermarket as well. So to be fair, you
Yeah,
were
but
just saying
stealing.
steal from supermarkets.
Yeah, you did just say
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I'm not saying no, don't do it. Steal from big supermarkets. It depends.
But word to the wise, loss prevention is going to be on your ass. They're going to, and it's
They've got
not
all
a
the
massive
records.
expenditure. They've got other priorities, of course, but they're going to spot a trend.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will raise your store's percentage of shrink, and that will like put a light within there, or even the internal team will start looking at it.
Spot
Yeah.
the retail workers.
Yeah, I've worked in retail before. Yeah.
I ain't got a fucking clue what you're on about.
Spot the cold callers.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I find these are hot leads, baby.
Hello, do you want some stolen biscuits?
of course, yeah, no worries.
They're missing,
that was
but
you.
I've got a pack of
right,
digestives
anyway.
if you want to buy them for a £5.
The thing is, like, it's just if you're going to steal the same
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
it's a bit boring, isn't it?
It's
If they are
so
stealing,
that at the end of the day, they are sinning.
yeah,
They are a sinner. But we are all
We're guilty.
We're all sinners.
yeah, we're all sinners. We're all flawed men, and sometimes temptation gets the better of us. And you might look at a pack of digestives and just go,
Dibs.
put them right in my basket.
Dibs.
I'll bring this question to the table. Have you stolen something in your life?
Yeah, but when I was a kid,
Yeah, have you stolen something in your life?
oh, in fact,
Yep.
Have you stolen something in your life?
Yeah, I tend to make a point of stealing from every job I work at.
There we go then. I think we've all been
Stolen a lot.
we've all been in a job.
I'll tell you what, you've stolen some software in your fucking time as well. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
And some fucking
And a
time.
lot of music.
Yeah.
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 So do you know
I,
what? We've all gone to our work and maybe just
Oh, I've not stolen from my work.
Have you not?
No.
In one of my old jobs, I used to be like
Respect.
the last person
never
in the
would.
office on like 1 or 2 of the nights. So I was just bored because I didn't have what to do. So I'd go wandering around office and I'd go in all cupboards and stuff that like not anybody's personal stuff. I'd never do that. But I'd go through all like the company's records and all this stuff and all the cupboards that's got everything in it. And you'd find some weird stuff. So like I used to bring home like USB sticks. There was all sorts of pens. There was little fidget spinners. There was a wallet, and it was all branded to the company. I went in the boss's cupboard and
Nobody's personal stuff.
no, no. It wasn't.
Nobody's
It was in his room. It wasn't his personal stuff. It was still
In his
work
room.
stuff. But there was
So you went into the boss's room,
Office,
opened the
yeah.
door.
There was a watch there.
It didn't have a door. It's open office.
Jesus.
But he's got
Honestly, officer, the bank vault was already open, so I just kind of like I thought I could take it.
What you've done there
But-
is fined by theft.
But yeah, so
Theft by fine.
like
whatever it's
opened it
called.
up. It's just all documents and stuff, and there was like these boxes, like a pile of like 6 or 7 boxes there. So I opened one up just to see what was in it because I'm a nosy bastard, and it was a special edition, like made for only the higher ups in the company, crystal tumbler for like whiskey.
Oh.
Oh,
So I fucking had that.
Did you?
It's in cupboard.
Jesus. You're looking for a new job, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Anybody want to hire me?
I've saw like uniforms and stuff. Like they're always good for like the memories.
Well,
to-
I didn't have my uni. Yeah, I guess so. But I'm not really. I ain't stolen anything.
I wouldn't say I steal them. They're given to me to wear.
No, but it's always their property. That's the thing.
Yeah, but they never. If they don't ask for it back.
You're supposed to give it back because you could impersonate an employee there and go and literally after your end date, you could go in like a few weeks later, look like somebody who works there and just steal some more shit.
True.
Oh,
So you should give it back.
Yeah.
I might go and
Social
use
Again-
some of my old uniforms.
Again, loss prevention not doing their job.
Yeah.
Really, what companies should do is they should go on Depop and just type in their company's uniform and just see who's selling it and be like, right, we got them.
Just come round to Kellis's wardrobe.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I feel
God.
like this person
Forgiven.
is definitely.
Yeah, it's a pack of fucking biscuits. Who cares?
Just watch
Yeah,
your steps,
just be a
man.
bit careful now.
Be-
Don't do it on
Maybe
camera.
start stealing some other things.
Yeah.
Or just like leave some gaps.
Yeah.
Oh, steal some Mr. Kipling's. What are them? The cakes.
Yeah, the angel.
Oh,
Battenberg.
Oh,
the,
no.
the angel. What
Angel
they call
delight? No.
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 Oh, that's the thing.
Angel
cakes.
slices.
Angel
Angel
slices.
slices.
Yes.
I really like the lemon ones.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
mental.
fancies as well. French fancies.
Oh, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would. We.
Buongiorno.
Bon anniversaire.
Right then.
All right, moving on to the next. Oh wait, did we forgive him? We did.
Yeah,
we did.
Moving on to next. When I was at university, I was very poor. I enjoyed cooking good home cooked meals though. I used to weigh good quality meat and fish as lemons, and other fruits on the self-service checkouts. Forgive me if I have sinned. What?
You used to what?
What?
Weigh meats and stuff as lemons.
I used to weigh
Oh.
good quality meat and fish as lemons.
Right.
Yeah. See, this is along the same.
I don't know what that means.
It's so instead of like weighing the meat and the fish as what it is, just put it through as lemons. So it was like
Yeah,
evidence.
because it'll weigh the same amount and
Well, I
it'll
thought-
charge you by the kilogram of the
cheaper.
meat.
I thought it was just tagged anyway. Like when you
Not if there's like a fish count, a fish or deli meat.
a fish
So
butcher.
like technically
butcher.
you could get any product from the shelf and like rather than scan it with the barcode, you could go into the menu and go, right, this is a bag, like this is some bananas.
Yeah.
And whatever that weighs, whatever the weight of that times the price of the bananas is what it'll weigh,
Yeah.
is what it'll cost you.
Pretty clever, to be fair.
Yeah, it's quite clever. But
Sorry
it's similar to the other guy.
biscuits, yeah.
Yeah, to the biscuits.
Bit more. Because that went on my nose. Bit more extreme, I think. You know, you kind of
Yeah.
put a few more
but
levels
still,
to that.
you know,
It's not like a
Fight the
60p
power,
pack
fuck the system.
of biscuits. It's some meat now.
Do you know
So-
what?
And you're basically one of them people who like flogs meat in pubs
Yeah.
now.
I had a mate who used to do
You're at
something
that same
similar.
level.
He used to go around and you know when they put it in reduced,
Yeah.
like he'd take something from the reduced, just take the little label
Yeah,
and they put it on a fresh pack of meat because the reduced it
Yeah.
used to not have to do anything with the weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it didn't register.
It'd just be down as like a
Yeah,
nil
so
value for where.
You want to take a couple of steaks for like £1.
Smart.
Aye.
Good idea.
But they
That is
can't do
smart.
that anymore.
But that's why they have to then tag the meat. So when I'm on
So-
self-service buying meat, I have to wait for bin to come
Yeah,
over.
so
and
I had a
fucking
really
take
When
bad-
are you buying meat?
Here's a similar
Like
thing.
that, man.
Good point.
Here's a similar thing. I had a really bad experience in Morrison's the other day, and it's because of sort of stuff like this, where I paid for my stuff and I'd like bagged my stuff up, and I tried to leave using the self checkout, and they've got those trackers in the ceiling now,
Yeah, yep.
and they've got the gates
Oh,
that
yeah.
that know when your transaction is completed, and then it'll let you out, so it'll track you where you're walking, and it'll know that from where you've left that transaction's completed. Okay, the gates will open, it'll let you out. They're very good until they don't work, and they didn't work the other day, and I was literally trapped, and I was maybe a bit ruder than I should have been, but I said to the woman, I was like, can I please leave? I said it a bit more abruptly than that, but I felt like Oh my! I'm literally just a normal paying customer here, and like I'm being like judged here because of like
your ginger hair.
Yeah, that as well. Not judged. That's the word. But I'm being like penalised here because of somebody else's wrongdoing, and it's really annoying.
It is annoying.
They should do it like they do in Europe, where you just scan your receipt and it lets you out.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Mm.
But then you're wasting paper.
Yeah.
No, recycle it.
Where?
A recycling station.
Then
I was in a
there's a bin
Sainsbury's.
like-
I was in a Sainsbury's the other day, and they had that where you scan your receipt.
Yeah.
Didn't like that either. I don't want a receipt.
Well, there's
Should
no
just be
policing.
seamless, to be fair.
Yeah, it should just be. You know what? We'll take the L if someone steals. Anyway,
Yeah, so
you're
God,
forgiven, I guess.
fair.
Like
Yeah.
it's not good, but hey,
It's not
you're
we are.
Do you know
but
what? You're pretty clever. So if you're gonna think of clever things like that, I want to see what else you can do in heaven. You know,
keeping people in a job again.
or wherever it may
That
be.
sounds sexual.
I know.
Jesus.
Oh, what, hey, what do you do?
Yes. What was it?
You're good at handling me.
Anyway, you're forgiven, whoever you may be. Moving on to the next. I found poo in my boxer shorts once. Just found it. So I rolled it into a ball.
You're not
and-
gonna believe what's in my pants.
Can I get this out, boy?
Go on. Sorry.
Fucking interrupting
Please don't.
cows.
Hurry up.
Gonna crack it up in the
Tosses.
AU.
So I found poo in my boxer shorts once. So I rolled it into a ball and flicked it across the living room while watching Alien 3. I told no one. I was young.
That is grim.
That's grim.
Yeah, I know.
very
Who the
grim.
fuck watches Alien 3?
Oh, that's what I meant was grim.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the worst part about that
Shit
story.
film.
Watching Alien 3
Why would you just flick it across the room?
because he's a kid, I guess.
Does that
Yeah,
mean
what,
it's
you
like
never-
a
You never
tiny?
flicked your bogey?
Yeah, but
It's similar. It's like
How big
it's
was
like
the
an ass
poo?
on your face, isn't
Yeah,
it?
like was it? It can't have been like a nugget.
But it's
You
also
ca- you
'cause
can't
he's
like.
rolling
No,
it
it's
up
got to be
in
like
his
a little
hand, though.
dingleberry.
He's rolling it up in his hand.
He didn't say in his hand. He just said he rolled it into a ball.
How's he going to roll
Oh,
it then?
yeah.
You thought he's going like.
Well, that's kind of in my head. That's what he's
just-
doing.
You can,
Just his
roll into a ball like
No, just with the one finger like that.
that, just on his bumhole.
As it's coming out.
Again, we're saying it's a he.
Look,
We don't know. It's a they.
whoever
It's an it.
isn't it in this
Yeah. It's just
situation?
a fucking thing. Is
If it was young and it's a child, that's
done
an
that. God.
I mean, do you know what? We've all been kids.
it. Have we?
We've all done weird things, but
With kids? I ain't.
listen.
Oh, sorry.
But we've. I mean, I've never played with my own shit.
No.
No.
Thank goodness.
Just the area around it, yeah.
I don't play with that area either.
Pushed it back at with index.
Problem solved.
I don't want to poo right now. Go back in.
It's a bit weird.
Yeah, it is
Not gonna
weird.
lie.
Do you know
But
what?
if you're young, you do stupid
Yeah.
shit.
No,
I
do you know?
guess-
No, because do you know what? I'm gonna not forgive that because I don't want that story to be passed on, even though we just talked about it, and anyone get any ideas for their kids as well through genetics.
I don't
of
think
some
they're
form.
going to get ideas for their kids and be like, "Oh, kids, guess what? You can roll your shit into
but
a ball and flick it if you want."
So this guy could this person could tell their child.
Death stare from MB then.
Sorry, all right. This
No,
person
the camera.
could.
How was that?
He's like,
I'm not well, man.
This person could tell their child this story whenever, and that child would then have that thought in their head and like, oh, if my parent did that, then I might do that.
but why would you tell your kid that? Because you know they'd just do it.
Who knows?
What the fuck are you on about, man? Jesus Christ. People, whoever's listening to this in car, like doing the commute or whatever, if there's one person
I'll be
doing
honest, I'm
that,
struggling.
I apologize profusely.
I think they should be forgiven. Personally.
Yeah, Jesus, you're wrong.
Look,
You're
if
not-
he said no,
Do you
then
know-
he said no.
No,
Yeah.
you know what? If
Outside
group
of
consensus can go over God's head,
no,
No,
no.
Well, do you know what? I'm not going to forgive it, but we'll send it over to HR, so we'll let them sort it out.
Yeah.
The appeal's been.
Send it to angels.
There's going to be an appeal.
moving on. So,
Right, that one's been referred.
so I flirted with one of me and my boyfriend's mutual friends. There was nothing explicitly said, and we only talked in a flirty way. However, I really enjoyed it and started to think sexually about them. I told my boyfriend about it, and he managed to forgive me. And I said it wouldn't happen again. Well, it did. I keep thinking about them, and I even once got off to the thought, and I haven't told him that. Am I forgiven?
Nah, that's despicable.
So,
Absolutely not.
it's a tough one
I
that,
think-
because you haven't done much wrong, but you're flirting with someone else while you've got a partner. I think that's a bit dumb, don't you?
Yeah, that is
I think
pretty
they only
dumb.
told the boyfriend just to get another kick out of it. They should have just.
I
left
think
him.
it's selfish of her to tell him, and
Puts
not
a lot on
and
there.
not because it's selfish. You're only telling so that you can forgive yourself,
Yeah.
and that in itself is
Yeah.
selfish.
Spoken like a true cheater.
Yeah, well, I've been there.
Yeah.
You want?
But yeah,
If you
true.
aren't, then you're a fucking liar.
Yep, true.
Guess what?
We've all done stupid things.
I've not cheated on anyone.
Yeah, you have to have a bird first to cheat on it.
Fair enough. How is your mum?
Oh, she's fine.
Good lass.
Anyway, yeah, I think that's I think it's a bit selfish, and
See, I'm on the other hand, like
You're on the other hand.
yeah.
you wish you were on a hand
Thank you. On the other side, like
right in your bumhole.
I think telling him about it was the right thing to do, but doing it in the first place and then having a bosh to it or a strum or whatever you are,
Whatever you are. Whatever you want.
you can be whatever you want nowadays.
Yeah, you can.
You can if you want to be a Tonka truck, be a Tonka truck.
Rightly so. Well,
Yeah, back it up. Back it up.
there's my thing.
I'd forgive.
Really?
I wouldn't.
Absolutely
No.
not.
I think,
I think there's
Absolutely not.
I
but
think
a
there's
boyfriend forgive him.
I think there's an action for this one. If the discussion is had again with a boyfriend and the truth is told, only then can you forgive yourself.
Yeah, look, the boyfriend needs, or whoever else, yeah, it's a boyfriend, should bin you off, man.
Yeah.
Like, just
Like,
bin you off.
If you've done that, then what's stopping you from doing that?
The worst part
It's
is
a gateway.
what if that lad? I'm assuming it's a lad once again.
Mm.
What if that person is
I know.
a listener, and they're like
And
they're
yeah,
connecting
they're
the
just-
dots
yeah.
now.
You
And-
fucked
and-
up. You
And,
fucked up.
And
and-
even the mutual friend should fuck off as well.
and what if this
Like the
podcast
mutual-
now starts an argument?
I know, like
Br-
That'd be
brilliant.
great.
that's a dick move. Like you said, that's a dick move on mutual friend side
Yeah,
there.
because
like,
he should
if
be
you're
like-
friends with both of them, stay away from them
Oh
both.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
No, fuck them both.
Yeah, fuck
No.
all of them involved.
Although
No, not both, but-
the context of the flirting matters, because like what some people see as flirting might not be seen as flirting by others.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
your
not very
flirting
contextual.
game is 6 hours of
Mine.
someone
Six-
sat on your
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Go to
Yeah,
chicken
you,
shops.
you know what? Yeah.
Slowly moving the face closer.
Fuck, you know.
You know
Hey.
what? You were right earlier. I do flip flop because now fuck them.
Yep,
Yeah.
told you.
Sorry, you're not forgiven.
No, get fucked. Next one. I once stole 20 quid from my mate's mum when I was 12. I then went out with my dad and pretended to find it on the floor. We then went into a shop and I bought 20 quid's worth of Bakugan toys.
Of what?
Bakugan.
What's
you know,
that?
it was like little balls where you throw them and they
Oh,
they jump out into like
yeah.
robots or something. Just like
Oh
shit.
my- yeah.
Essentially, shit Beyblades.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, there were. God, I
Shit,
remember
shit
them.
blades.
Lovely.
Like that guy with flicking.
Seeing it from your mate's mum. That's a bit.
That's a bit shit,
That's a
yeah.
bit low. That.
From your own family, you know, it's a lot of people have done that. A lot.
Oh,
of
the
people,
mate's
like,
mum.
Yeah.
Oh,
keep
that's
person, man. They
oh,
say you
I,
vodka shit.
I thought it was. I thought I heard the
No,
mum. I thought it was
mate's
stealing from your
mum.
parents, and then
Stealing from parents is
I th-
slightly different. It's still not good.
I think
But-
that's almost worse. Stealing
Yeah.
from your parents.
No, not really. Because if you're stealing it from like your mates, like you don't have that connection with them to be like.
Nah, but you should never steal
like,
from your
to be-
parents or. Like,
No, of course
relatives
you
or
shouldn't.
shit.
You just
steal
shouldn't
from
fucking steal.
Yeah.
Like, he don't know or they don't know the
Financial situation
Yeah,
between
yeah,
that.
yeah.
What if
family.
that were a last 20 quid for next week and
that
she's
was
got
Lecky.
Yeah.
you-
Aye.
you
Gotta
done
go on
fucked
emergency
up,
credit.
And,
then,
and,
obviously.
and that's not going to affect you because obviously if that's your mum's last 20 quid, then you've got no luckies. That's your fault. But you don't have to go back to your mate's house.
Yeah, what if you just fucked your mate over?
Yeah.
Now he's not going to be able to do his homework because he can't get on the internet.
No, he's he's trying to do it by like candlelight.
But how's he going to get onto internet with candlelight?
No, because
Internet's prepaid.
did you know there was a thing called books? You could maybe read one of those.
Does he own any? Because he's had internet for I'm
He's never
presuming
read
you're a man
fucking
again.
book, has he?
Like, does he own any? Because he's had internet most of his life.
You've had internet most of life, but you've
How
got
do
books
you
in
know he's
your
had
room.
internet most
Yeah,
of his life?
nothing that would teach me stuff.
How do you know? It could be a
Because I've
book-
read them.
Yeah, it could be a book on
No, you
Gulliver's
haven't.
Travels or whatever book you've got in your room.
Gulliver's Travels.
You've got
I think you
s-
found it's
around the world in 80 days.
That-
I'm bored.
80,000 leagues under the sea.
whatever.
You know what?
You're not forgiven.
It's Jules Verne. He's a good author.
Next
I like
question.
Jules Verne.
No, not forgiven. That's
Is he
bad,
not?
that.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's bad. That.
That's
I
bad.
don't like that.
Steal from big companies, not people.
Still from Tesco's.
uh,
Steal the back of whatever they're called toys.
Okay.
Thanks.
So, next one. I once slept with a girl in a graveyard. You're bragging. Fuck off.
Get in there, mate. Should be instantly.
Like, who cares? That's not a fucking sin.
Goth. Gothic gal, them.
Jake, did you put this in?
No.
Big titty goth GF. I see.
Yeah, you got to be forgiven, man.
You're forgiven, but that's
fine.
because it's a
So sometimes you can get a little bit horny, and that's just the.
What, like
it's-
fucking in a fucking graveyard? Like,
yeah.
Might catch
Ah,
you
Yeah,
every time, mate.
in a sense, it's the place you're gonna get least disturbed. Like no one's no.
No, you're gonna get loads because she's a fucking goth.
And it's spooky as well because then, like,
assuming
Might be a bit of
genders again, by the way.
I slept with a girl in a graveyard.
Could have been a girl.
Where am I assuming?
Could have been a girl shagging a girl.
Yeah, okay, so I still said she.
Yeah, is it still right?
yeah, he's right to be fair.
Fucking idiot.
I am an idiot.
Yeah, that's fine. No worries.
Yeah,
Yep,
you're
done.
forgiven for your shit
Oh,
confession.
Well, this
That's a proper Jake Varley confession, that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I had sex
Oh, I had
once.
sex.
In every room.
I've had sex in your corridor. No, you won't. Moving on.
Attempted. A real big missing word.
Moving on. I work at weddings, and when I work at... Oh, sorry.
I work at a weddings.
No, that was my fault. I added in an
What a surprise.
I work at weddings, and when I was taking photos of the bridal prep, I shat myself. This wasn't a chunky...
What is it with our viewers? They shitting themselves.
No,
Yeah,
Dan
it's not
shot
Bridie,
himself.
innit? So was
Just follow
Bridie.
their daddy, don't they?
Mine was because I was...
Following Pappy's footsteps, innit?
You're instantly forgiven.
Anyway, carrying on. So this wasn't a chunky monkey kind of shit. More of a baby food through the eye of a needle
Oh,
kind of
Dan, you know
arrangement.
this well.
Yeah. An abortion
Baby
of a shit. Sorry, God. I know you're pro-life. It was during a period of intense stress in my life.
Period as well.
Thank you. As my wife and I had separated, and for reasons best known to science, my body wouldn't retain a single thing I ate. Therefore, having shat myself quite phenomenally in the room adjacent to the prep,
Phenomenally.
this guy's, whoever this is, they're good at writing. I had to go to the bathroom and remove my boxes and put them in the outside bin. In order to see the rest of the day out, I needed some kind of barrier between my troubled arse and the outside world. Thus, the towel nappy was born. Of a towel I took from the bride's towel room in their bathroom. Too embarrassed to ask for help, I simply liberated the towel, cobbled together a makeshift pair of boxers, thanks to the florist safety pins, and carried along my way throughout the day, shart-free, thankfully. The effect was remarkable and invisible from outside my trousers. I've always felt bad about that, about A, stealing what was a very nice towel from a client's house, B, discarding my shit-strewn boxes in their neighbour's bin, and C, blaming the horrendous odour on poor drainage. Yep, it really did smell that bad. Weirdly, I got away with it, but I still feel bad to this day. I hope you can find it in your heart, Father, to release B, I'm guessing that's me, of this burden and set me free into the world. What do we think?
It happens, man.
I think, you know what?
Speaking from experience.
It happens.
In a weird way, I think he did the right thing.
Yeah, I do.
Because
Handled it professionally.
the other thing that what you're gonna do is roll up to bride like, guess what? Guess what, love?
I've just capped.
I've just shit myself.
I've just
that's
shit
gonna
myself.
ruin her day. Like that's gonna.
That's
now
a
that's
big
now
day,
that's
her
a you
stress.
problem. It's a you problem to sort me out. But you know what? You sorted yourself out.
Yeah.
Is she gonna miss a fucking towel? No.
Not,
Probably
not. From
not.
a big day, no.
Do you know what's also really good about this? Is that he discarded them in the neighbour's bin.
Yeah,
Smart.
yeah.
Very smart.
That was really
No
good,
evidence.
that.
Really,
that was
really
good,
smart.
I
Very
once blamed a pair of boxers that got a little bit too brown on a mate that stayed over, and I stuffed them outside at bed. And then, like a year later, when we moved house, we found them, and I was just like, "Well, I knew they were there, so I'd laid the foundations. They were white, and I very rarely get white boxers. All my life, I've never liked white boxers.
He's learned.
So I stuffed them outside, and then a year later, they came out, and all day I'd been laying foundations, like packing my boxes away. I was like.
Look, Mum.
I was like, you know
The
what?
green.
I've got no white boxes. Isn't that funny? Like, I've just got none. I don't think I've ever had any. Can you remember a time you've ever bought me any? And no. What are these? Yeah, they were my shitty boxes. Sorry, Matthew. Blamed it on you.
Ouch.
Anyway,
I-
not this Matthew, different Matthew.
I think. You know, the fact he went in, he really was conscious about it and thought about it all, and didn't want to ruin his client's day.
Yeah, did a lot.
Praise is due here.
Yeah. Well done.
Praise the Lord.
Not even. Well done. A resourceful man.
Yeah, that is someone that I will happily forgive.
So we're going with forgiveness.
Forgive.
What we like to.
Well done.
Well done. It'd be lovely.
So also sorry that you were stressed at that moment in time.
Yeah. It'd be lovely if we had some like little audio things on this board
Would it be
here.
nice,
So when
The blue button.
that blue or that blue?
The
Jesus Christ.
That scared the shit out of me. Fucking hell. Oh my God.
So much about this podcast, man. It just
Mental,
needs
man.
to be reassessed. Just so much. There are people who do this like very professionally.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Ours is better. Anyway, they're
Right.
forgiven.
Shot.
Have we said that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
right,
kind of works as a celebration.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe turn it down.
Turn
a
the
bit.
fader down a little bit.
I think that's why it scared me, because of the loudness.
Sorry to any listeners listening through headphones.
Excuse me. My last podcast got 5k in one day.
You're welcome.
Welcome. You weren't even on it.
I know, but who helped market it?
Thumbnail.
Me.
It was a good thumbnail, to be fair.
How many more of these are we doing?
As many as we want.
Cool.
Let me just see where we're at.
Why?
No,
no reason.
Shit, man.
We've got more time. How
Beautiful.
long have we got left for your shit?
I ain't got a shit. I'm just melting. Probably about 5 or 10 minutes.
You're wearing a fucking hoodie.
I know, but then I'll be absolutely freezing.
Oh, make your mind up, man.
Yeah, I'd love to. You know.
Anyway, right,
It's
we'll
annoying.
move on so that you can stop moaning.
Thank you.
So,
We'll move on so you can stop moaning.
so on multiple occasions, when eating out with friends, I'll be the person that suggests splitting the bill equally. Usually, I'll get everyone to agree once the bills come, so that they've forgotten about the amount I've ordered, which most likely will make up for about 70% of the actual bill, meaning I get a discount on my food, essentially. Rob, have you done this?
Yeah, that's definitely
That's
a Rob.
Rob.
That's a Rob Kellis one. That.
Rob will order
Yeah.
the fucking main attraction
Yeah.
aside, the
Yeah.
big boy drink, whereas
Yep.
I'm over here with a fucking glass of water that were free and just a normal plate of food,
Yep.
probably the cheapest one on there because I'm a tight ass at times. And then he's like, split the bill. I was like, well, you fucking spent £30 more than me.
Yeah, he's bad.
But then say no.
Yeah, it's true.
Say no more. Just pay separate.
I do now,
Just order
but
separate.
he gets arsey with it.
Just order separate. Say,
I just want to get
want-
out. I just want to leave.
No, what I do is I let him pay.
Right,
I let him. I say, yeah, we'll split it. I let him pay for the bill and then just ignore the request.
Yeah, I've got a few
Smart,
requests.
man.
You are bad for that.
Oh, Jake, you've got. There's a lot of requests in your Monzo.
In
and
mine?
yeah,
Probably
and
not as
and
many as mine.
I know that for a fact.
I don't know what you're on about.
Mine's up to like
Convenient.
$1,000, don't worry.
Yeah.
I still know about yours.
You know, they got that feature now where it says, like, on transfers, it says, like, friends, you owe friends, and it tells
Yeah,
you, like,
Friends
oh,
are you.
friends owe you.
Incoming.
Bitch better have my money.
So,
My money, my money.
what are we thinking on this one now?
because
Because me personally, go fuck yourself.
because we've related it to Rob, it makes me not want to.
Yeah, same.
But-
And I don't know if that's just because I'm being spiteful,
Yeah,
just
a bit
because it's Rob.
biased.
Yeah, I think Matt's just playing the game.
Yeah.
Hustle.
Again,
Playing
clever
the game, but
clever
with friends,
people.
like you don't play the game on your friends, man. You don't hustle your own friends.
How long you known us?
No, there's a difference between hustling your own friends out of money, and then because that's a proper like in my head, it's a proper like dick maneuver. Like you're hustling your
I
mates
guess-
out of money.
I guess the difference is he's consciously doing it and all.
Yeah, he's aware of it
Yeah.
and like constantly doing it.
And especially if he's saying he's making up for about 70% of the bill. If he's ordering big boy tings and then they're getting little plates and then he's like, yeah, we're splitting that. No, you're a dick.
Not
Yeah.
forgiven. Sorry,
Yeah.
not forgiven.
Jesus. He listened to me.
Khaki pants wedding photographer's forgiven. He gets praise,
No,
but
because he tried to help someone.
don't
He-
you dare
he
order
tr-
a starter at Nando's, you bastard.
and then make your friend
Who
pay
orders
for
a
it.
starter at Nando's anyway? Let's be honest.
My man.
Yeah.
Garlic bread.
Aye,
Not a
the
starter.
pitter and dipper, lovely.
The side.
Is it?
Anyway, moving on. We've not forgiven you, you tosser. Next, I got angry my boss fired me, so I seduced her and then slept with her. She's part of my friendship group, but no one knows about it because I am ashamed. And it was also the worst sex of my life.
Oh, don't be ashamed.
Raz,
Seduced.
are you their boss?
What?
Worst sex of the life.
Oh, yeah.
right,
yeah.
okay.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Thank you.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody else is hurt or involved.
No.
It is
this
what
is
it is.
this thing. Like, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody, who cares?
What I want to know is how it went from
Right,
being
you sacked.
Yeah,
Like,
you
get out of it.
You're not good at this job, so get the fuck out of my company.
Might have been job
Do you want-
cuts.
do you want sex?
Might have been job cuts.
Yeah, it'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to get rid of you to make up for this bad thing.
They said fired, not let go, or
Yeah,
not.
because it could have been like it could be a HR thing. They'd be like, you're going to have to sack someone. You
You
know,
might not have booked their annual
wages
leave
are
to
too
go to
high.
America.
Might have been the pretty person that is, might be on there for the good looks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't know what the fuck they're doing. Never know.
I think that's me.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine as long as no one got hurt.
Don't know what they're
You
doing.
just called me pretty.
And
Anyway.
and a thick cunt as well.
No, you didn't say that. I'll take your first answer. That's fine, innit? Yeah.
No problem.
You know what? If you give her the worst sex of your life, that's your issue. Moving on.
Wait, did she say that, or is he saying it's
They didn't say. They just said, and it was also worst sex of my life.
worst sex art of their?
So
right.
was your performance the worst or theirs?
It's saying that
Questionable,
it was their
really.
worst performance.
But in my
Oh, wait,
opinion,
no,
if you're having bad sex, that's on two people's fronts.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Anyway, we'll move on. So, oh my god,
What is going on?
I know what's fucking wrong with these people.
What?
Shat myself at a 75 gig. And I stayed in standing the whole time.
Sounds like a typical
Fucking
75.
yeah.
Yeah. God, were you jumping around and poo was bouncing about?
That's awful. No, do you know what? After going to the recent 1975 tour, not a lot of people were jumping around, apart from during the sound. Like, we felt
But still, all those people around you are going to have to sniff that shit and not know where it's coming from.
awful. It is awful. Because you know what? And actually, thinking about it, on that tour, there was quite a lot of... I think it was Rob, to be honest with you. So this could be Rob. But there was quite a lot of occasions where we were just standing and there was a waft of just shit. And I always turned to Rob, I was like, have you farted? He'd be like, no.
Does it smell like a dusty old man who's got Alzheimer's?
Yeah, dusty arsehole's the best
I-
way to describe it.
I hate when people fart at gigs, and like I consciously make an effort to like not fart at gigs because I'm just like I
You're
hate.
surrounded by loads
I
of
imagine
I
you hold it
hate-
in so hard that it comes out as a burp.
Sometimes, yeah.
awful.
But,
Just travelling the wrong way up.
That's awful.
yeah. And sometimes I hold my shit in and then it goes all the way as well.
Yeah. Out your mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time you talk. Anyway, so for me personally, no, I don't forgive you because you're standing with shit in a group full of people and
go
you're
sort-
forcing
go
making
them.
sort
everyone else
yourself
You're
out.
making
Yeah.
you're very selfish there. Like you're doing nothing for anyone else.
You're ruining other people's experience with that
Yeah.
one.
So
No, not forgiven.
sucks to be you. Moving on. I once did a shit so big at my ex-boyfriend's aunties. The fuck is wrong with these people?
Oh my god.
So I once did a shit so big at my ex-boyfriend's auntie's house that it wouldn't flush. I tried more than once to flush it, but I was so conscious that everyone could hear the multiple flushes. So I decided to wrap my hand in toilet roll and jab it into multiple pieces, and it did end up going down.
Disgusting.
This has happened in other situations too. What? I remember one being at a pub where it just wouldn't flush. So I wrapped parts of it up in toilet roll and shoved it in the sanitary bin. How did you get it out of the fucking toilet?
I don't know.
God.
I feel like some toilets need more powerful flushes because I don't suffer this. What? Because I don't suffer this fate at my own house. All right.
You should live in
Mental.
America because America has some like powerful flushes.
Or get a train toilet in your house.
Or as you're shitting, just clench your arsehole so it cuts it off.
Experience, man.
I'm gonna have to add something to this.
Oh, yeah.
Is this yours?
No, it's not mine. However, I actually understand this person's pain.
Yeah.
So, you know, here we have a guest toilet that doesn't flush very well.
Yeah, I can't stand
Yeah.
it.
And obviously the whole
I've literally never used it.
the whole scenario of when it first didn't work very well was
Yeah.
that New Year.
Yeah.
And no, it wasn't.
Not mentioning any names.
Not
but
mentioning
two
any names,
people blocked it.
but two people. It was blocked, right, and it was left. The next morning, I woke up and I was like, right, I really need to go. I really need to go. When you got to go, you got to go. And obviously, I'd just woken up, so I went in there,
Fumbled around a bit.
sat down,
Strummed a few shit
sat
chords
down,
on guitar first.
did what I had to
Only
do.
4.
Sent 19 kisses in DMs. And then went, oh yeah, shit, yeah, I need to go for shit.
So I did that, and then I was finishing up, pressed the flush, and it just all rose up. It all rose up, and obviously because we know that the toilet by that point was already fucked, I hadn't looked down at the toilet to see what its situation was.
Like little Noah's Ark.
So I was like,
in the flooded pit.
I was like, shit, like what am I gonna do here?
Noah's fucking Ark.
Just seeing the water come up like Noah's Ark.
We've got to save them all. 2 of every kind on board.
So I was like, what the fuck do I do? Like, what do I do in this situation? I was kind of like panicking a bit.
I'll tell you what someone else did in that situation that night. Flushed it again.
Yeah, and which I didn't do. I was like, right, it's blocked. So I need to unblock this. How do I unblock it? So
With NordVPN. Today's sponsor.
So I was like, right, what do I do? So I came in the living room. Right, what can I see? What can I see? There was an empty bottle of Pepsi Max or like Coke, whatever it was.
You bottle it.
And I was like, right, maybe if I just push this in the toilet just to like get some pressure, it might go down. So I did that. I was like kind of fingering this bottle in the toilet.
I thought you were going to say you did like
I
the
wanna make
egg
it-
yolk trick.
I want to make it clear that my hand never touched the water. Lo
not gonna believe you.
and behold, it didn't work. I was like, shit, right, I'm going to have to get my hand in this to like get the clumper thing out. I was like, well, I'm not going to use my bare hand. I'm not going to do that.
Did you leave your rings on?
So I went over there and I got a Tesco bag.
Oh.
Got a Tesco bag and I put my hand in it. Obviously, it's the new ones. It's the the good thick ones. Put my hand in it. I was like, right, we're going in. So I put my hand in the bag in the toilet, trying to like fist the fucking trying to get the toilet paper, trying to get the toilet paper to go through. It eventually did work, but it wasn't the best. And then it was like, right, I've got this like shitty pooey Tesco bag, which I've put in a bin bag and took downstairs. But that was, I kind of understand where this is coming from with a poor flush. So do you know what? I'm going to forgive. Yeah. I can't fully remember what they said because I went on that tangent.
I've forgotten the confession.
But you know
already.
what? I forgive what they've said there because I understand the troubles that you can have with a poor flush.
Beautiful. Good. Very eloquently put.
Can I guess what the next one's about? Is it about cack?
It's not actually.
Oh, here we fucking go, boys.
So the next one. Once stole a Mars bar from Big Tesco without realising.
Fucking hell.
You're fucking immediately forgiven. Like,
forgiven.
Fight the power. Fuck the system.
Next.
For trying to get my dad to lift me up to crowd surf when I was 8 at Download.
Yeah, forgiven.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Wait, what?
That's not even I know that's a weird confession. That.
Yeah, I'm confessing for trying to get my dad to lift me up to crowd surf when I was 8 at Download.
Unless it was my dad, then that's not a problem. Fine.
What?
Forgiven.
You were 8 years old at Download and you asked your dad to crowd
Yeah,
surf you.
please forgive me.
That's fine. No problem.
Just shut up. So, I once got a sugar daddy using pictures I sent of a girl off of the hub. I made 30k before I blocked him.
No.
Businesswoman.
Amazing.
That is
Businesswoman.
not necessarily a woman.
No. And that's the thing. Like,
That's great.
I respect that.
Yeah.
That is a
done.
hustle right there.
Because nobody
Because that guy's dumb enough to send that money.
morally.
Yeah, if he's gonna believe you, like send me some pictures, and it's just do a fucking reverse image search.
Morally, like not totally all there, but like you're not like leaking that conversation and like humiliating that person.
No.
You're providing a service.
They got off. They just paid
Yeah.
for something that they shouldn't have paid for.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got a business proposition.
Oh, darling, I love
No.
you. You look just like Riley Reid, weirdly.
I think I might just log on to some of these sugar daddy sites and see if that works.
It's mad.
Just get some easy money in it.
Forgiven.
Forgiven?
Yeah, absolutely.
Forgiven.
Yeah, respect.
Moving on. That one time at Reading 2015 when I took MD and thought I was a crab.
Some of the crap.
That's
Yeah, forgiven.
yeah.
Yeah,
Who hadn't done
Yeah.
who hadn't done drugs other than Raz?
I haven't.
I haven't.
I've only smoked and I don't know. What
Oh, is weed not a drug?
yeah, well, so is alcohol and he's had that.
And coffee.
Touche.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I fucking love coffee, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Fucking love it.
You're thinking about cocaine, not coffee.
Oh, is that what? I've been putting the wrong thing in my coffee.
Yeah, you are. Sugar.
So they're forgiven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on. I once wanked in a friend's room while they were downstairs and used one of their shirts as a cum rag.
That's a bit grim. That's your friend's shirt.
Wanking in a friend's room, yeah, no issue from me.
Yeah.
Doing it on their
absolutely.
shirt, bit fucking weird.
Yeah, it's a
like
bit
I won't come on any of
Like
these
if I
guys,
found
Yeah.
like Rob's cum on my when we were young shirt.
yeah, you'd
'cause I
lick
went
it
to
off
that
and then we were dead angry.
They did not consent to that.
Yeah,
No.
that's bad. That
Yeah, you're a dick.
not forgiven.
Whoever you are. Nice person. Moving on again. Dear Heavenly TPD.
Thank you.
At Leeds Festival 2022, good year, I ended up meeting the boys during Arctic Monkeys.
Hey.
Unfortunately, I was very high and ended up calling Raz the wrong name. I called him Rory to his face. Hey, we know someone who's ginger and called Rory. He did not say anything, but I realised moments later what I'd done. To this day, I do not know why I said Rory, but it makes me cringe every time I think about it. I hope he forgives my sins, and there is still a place for me past the eternal gates. Love the content as always.
Well, it's got now to do with me.
Out to do with me that.
Raz, do you forgive him?
You know when you like, oh, I think I remember that bit, but I'm not sure because you've just told me, and it might just be like the bias of like I've literally just heard it, but I think I do remember that, and I think I do remember laughing about it. So fair play, like absolutely forgiven because I would have if I'd have heard it, I would have no doubt had a good cackle at that.
Yeah, that would have been quite funny because he does look a bit like Rory the race guy.
Yeah.
Moving on. My mate told our friendship group that he wanks in the work toilets, and the worst part is he does it on his knees.
What?
He listens to the pod, so could you please tell him to stop?
Fair play to him.
So does he do that?
Where
Does he
do the
wank
knees-
on his knees whilst listening to the pod? Or
Nah,
That'd be weird. Wouldn't it?
That
Where
would be
do
weird.
where do the knees go?
on the floor.
Fucking
They're on the floor.
busy.
He must have some long thigh. What, he's trying to get the cock over the toilet?
Nah, it's just
See-
probably kneeling and tugging.
Why?
Oh, like,
Why are you kneeling
Yeah, no,
on
no.
floor?
like fully kneeling.
Yeah, it's not.
it's not just on his knees, like, you know, like you're waiting for someone to shoot you in the head or whatever, like. But like he's properly down on his knees.
Having a bosh in here.
Waiting for
What a
jihad.
Oh,
weird-
that's a weird way
Why
to
would
like.
you wank like that?
On a
Yeah.
toilet floor where there's going to be piss.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you doing it? Are they doing it in the cubicle?
They're not even
Out
asking
the
for like.
cubicle?
They're not even. They're confessing on behalf of someone else. It's not even a confession.
Yeah.
They're just asking for us to tell them to stop.
Stop. Please stop.
Stop.
It's a little bit weird.
You should really stop that.
That is a bit weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a guy who like, you know, I like to get a wanking when I can, but I wouldn't do it on my knees in a toilet.
What are you doing down there on your knees?
Anyway, next. When visiting a friend in university many years ago in Preston, while pre-drinking, I used his girlfriend's toilet for a poo.
God,
After a I know, it's non-stop. After a mass...
You don't, lad. What are you doing using my girlfriend's toilet there?
Oh, slash!
It's Larson.
Chris is from Preston.
So, after a mass unloading, I went to wipe, and I realised there wasn't any toilet paper.
Oh, we've all
So,
been there.
I
We've all
wiped-
been there.
I wiped with the towel and folded it back up under the radiator.
Oh no.
Oh,
Folded it back up under the radiator.
under
Thank
the
you.
radiator.
Ouch, ouch.
This was discovered in the morning, and no one had any idea who did it.
Fuck it.
This was in 2016, and I still haven't told the friendship group I was the one who left the shit on the towel.
That is something
Painful.
that you need to sit on for a few years
Ooh,
Yep.
yeah.
and then reveal it at a certain point in your life, and you'll know when.
Like
Yeah.
like Bridie cacking on Raz's doorstep.
Yeah.
There'll be a
It'll come
right
out.
time for it to come out. But I'd forgive him for that.
Yeah, I forgive him for that.
But
I
again,
don't-
but
the-
what,
it's behind the radiator. For me,
Yeah.
it's they're inconveniencing everyone else smelling that shit when that radiator.
Yeah, but
turns
Bridie
on.
got forgiven.
Yeah, but he didn't leave the smell all over your garden.
No, I did. I left my boxes on his handle.
Now they don't need to watch.
I
the-
find.
the-
Did you
the-
know that happened?
No, I had no
I
idea.
find that mad. That your mum wouldn't even mention that. Or whoever found it, because it's either your mum or a partner.
Oh, Ryan, I found some shitty underwear
Like,
outside.
my mum would immediately be on, like, there's a pair of shitty boxes on my fucking door handle. What's going on?
And I shit on dry.
My mum thinks better of me and my friends.
No, she won't be blaming my friends. She'd be wanting to be like, this has
what's
just
going
happened
on?
to me. How fucking crazy is this?
Yeah.
it's always probably
My mum's not a gossip.
It's always worth saying though when you're somewhere that's not your home, we never do it, but really we should be checking to see if there's enough toilet paper.
I mean, you should do it in your own home anyway.
Yeah.
No, but like there's ways to go about
in,
it.
in your home,
own
you can jump in the shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So, yeah, but I'd still check for toilet roll. What kind of weirdo doesn't check for toilet roll? You know you're going for a shit.
Rob.
You know you're going to have to wipe your
Rob
ass.
doesn't.
So
Yeah,
just
I know.
check before you do it. Otherwise, you're going to be caught short.
Sometimes the evacuation is imminent,
No.
Yeah.
especially in your own home when.
And especially if you're a photographer at a wedding.
So there's a thing where when you're close or you're in your own home and your bladder connects to the home Wi-Fi, and it really does.
It's like when you get in the elevator here.
It gets within range, and it's like a smart home, and it connects and it turns on the devices, and the bladder, the shit, it just all starts to move.
Every
Yeah.
time I get in
And
the
it
elevator
knows.
here, I
I
need
don't
a
have
piss.
this.
Yeah.
I don't have
Every
this.
time.
No,
Have I got weird bowels?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
maybe you just have the old mental.
I've got the bowels of a god.
Are we forgiven?
Are they forgiven?
I'd forgive him.
I would as well.
Is
Yeah.
it a tough choice?
No, do you know what? I'll stick with my peers here. These guys seem to know best.
Yeah.
You're
What's it
forgiven.
called? How long have we been going, Dan?
Um,
Cut that bit out, obviously. But
no, we can't cut it out now.
all right.
No fucking editing on this bad boy.
Well, you just did
We're
those.
currently sat at an hour, 15.
Beautiful.
We'll go half.
No, I can't do another 5, mate. I'm about to fall asleep. You three
Whoa, you're
Fucking
saying it's boring?
aren't you?
You are. Come on, mate.
Excuse
You've
me.
been waffling away. You sound like a politician.
In all fairness.
Excuse me.
Your
Well,
excuse.
upon review of the
Excuse
confession,
yourself, yeah.
well, the fourth line intrigues me a little bit about shooting in the
Jake's
background.
only God because some of his confessions were some of the shittest things we've ever heard.
Yeah, you had really shit confessions, I'm
Hey.
not going to lie.
You did.
But do you know what? I've given you some confessions today, so
You haven't given them.
yeah, I have.
No,
No,
you
you
haven't.
They give them.
Anyway,
I've
Right.
told myself about the story I had to deal with that time in the toilet.
Ah, the story that time with the toilet.
you're bickering now. This is not.
Yeah.
This is what I mean about the waffle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't got any waffle. Anyway, shut
Big
up.
thick
You-
waffles.
You two are
I'll tell
conversing
you
as well.
one more.
I'm
One,
sad.
One more,
One
yeah.
more,
All right,
and then
one more.
and then Bridie's gonna go because he's ill. Everyone comment, get well soon, Bridie.
Thanks.
Oh, here's one that it's a bit of a boring confession, but we can
Confessing.
confess them. We can talk about it because something similar has just happened. So, I broke my tooth during sex before 1975 in Bournemouth 3 years ago,
Yeah.
and I ruined robbers for everyone because I sang it with a lisp.
Yeah, you got to be
Yeah.
forgiven for that.
So I'll tell you what. So there was a time where me and Rob and Kieran, someone like that, maybe someone else, I can't quite remember. We went to see the Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters, amazing band live. It was in Manchester. It was in the cricket.
Is there an amazing band, really?
No way.
Shut up. It was in the cricket ground. Massive crowd, obviously. We're quite far back. We're vibing. You know, it's Foo Fighters. It's a fucking real rock and roll show. They start playing Skin and Bones.
So rock and roll. I slept
Yeah.
through it at Leeds. At the arena as well.
We're vibing so hard. We're rocking fucking really hard. But we're also having a great time and a great fucking laugh. Skin and Bones starts playing. And Rob starts to sing Skin and Bones, and he just like he gets a bit in front, so he has to like flex it a bit, and he has to go like Skin and Bones, and following that there was about a good 10 minutes. I'm being literal here. A good 10 to 12 minutes of actual pissing herself laughter.
Yeah, probably
So for the
better.
next like two to three songs, we were absolutely creasing. And the problem is, it was everyone else's problem but ours, because like I've got a great memory there.
Yeah.
It was fucking hilarious, and this story is obviously so engaging that Bride is falling asleep.
I mean,
Have you just fallen asleep?
resting my eyes.
Fucking nodding dog.
Just resting my eyes.
So what I'm trying to say is, I really connect with that. You're in a time of, your time was quite hard, and mine was fucking glorious. But it's your time. I'd forgive you for that.
Yeah, I'd forgive him.
You do
Yeah.
you, man.
And to
Forgive
be
him.
honest, you're at a gig. Like, not many people are going to be able to hear you. You're not
Forgive
going to
him.
ruin everyone there. Like, no, about 5 people might hear you. But yeah, what I wanted to get from that one is, how bad is Rob's tooth?
Oh, it's mad.
Oh, it's
I've
awful.
heard-
Oh, God.
It is
like-
awful.
Last night they went out and Rob's tooth has been crumbling away, and Fell out.
Let's not talk about it, man.
Fell out.
Looks like a trotter.
Yeah,
Looks like a trotter
hoof.
that's got like shit
Which one,
all-
Del or?
The underside of the hoof.
Yeah, it looks bad. It's
Oh,
bad.
awful. We might show you a picture at some point.
I don't even like talking about it.
I might hide it in the thumbnail somewhere, so like a little Easter egg.
Let's not talk about it, because if it was me, I wouldn't like it personally.
All right, yeah, true. Okay then, wrap it up, Dan.
Well, we've actually got a load more of these, so
There's
maybe
fucking loads.
maybe we could like
If
revisit this at some point.
you liked
let's
it,
do another.
then we'll know by the viewership and shit like that. So don't worry about engaging. I say that because I know they don't like it. Yeah, so we'll probably do a couple more if you enjoyed it. If not, fuck off.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Anything to say, boys, before we go? Anything to
just
spread
don't-
some love,
if,
spread
if you,
some
if
joy?
you did like this, don't forget to press the like.
No, don't fucking do it.
If
Wait,
you,
Don't
if
forget
you
to subscribe.
Yeah,
I bet-
because
I bet-
actually
I bet-
a lot
I bet
of
a lot of yous
aren't
even
actually
fucking-
subscribed.
Yeah.
So please hit that subscribe button.
But me being a consumer of content, never in my entire life of consuming content have I subscribed to someone because they went, go and subscribe. I subscribe when I think they're good
But
at it.
some people have.
Well, they're fucking idiots.
But even if like 1% of the people watching this now go and go, I'll subscribe. That's like an extra.
If you want that curtain,
50.
if you want that curtain, we need all this.
Brilliant. Subscribe.
I'll just build
Please
it.
do.
Anyway,
Very
we're
much
getting
helps us out.
distracted.
Like the Twitter as well. Follow the Twitter, whatever it is.
Oh, I hate this shit.
And you can also listen to this on Spotify. and that, I think.
Like genuinely, this is the kind of stuff that proper puts me off of YouTube. Like I hate it when people are just like subscribe, do this, do that, because I don't ever do any of it, and I don't know any of my mates who ever do any of it when they're told to on a YouTube video.
Yeah, but you've got to do it.
I know you do, but I hate it.
Even if it helps 1%.
Not everyone does it.
Well, now we do it.
Well, I don't. I'm not saying it.
Thank you.
Right.
Bye.
Anyway, it's been lovely. We'll talk to you again about the rest of them who've probably got some shit fucking.
Hopefully, Bridie will be feeling better and it'll be a bit
I
more
won't-
engaging.
I won't be ill. But I'm still here, man. The dedication
Yeah.
is pure.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
True.
I've had
Yeah.
a really rough couple of weeks, man. Just being like back to back sick. And I'm here, man.
I respect it.
Love
Yeah.
it. Love it.
Well done. Well done.
Right, boys. Thank you very much for your
Thank
time
you.
tonight. Thank you all for watching.
Do you want a drink? I fucking love one.
Bye bye.
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 Bye, everybody.